Thank you. I came here to New England from Chicago, and moved pretty close to that beautiful, hulking behemoth that overhangs us all, Boston. And it took me a long time to fall in love with this city. A long time. 10 years, in fact. And then one day, and some of us here might have that same experience. So this is Boston, a very reluctant and unlikely love poem. You must forgive me, I must get into my, since we're so close to Concord, I must get into my transcendentalist and Emersonian Thoreauian stance. Because that's how you're supposed to rock it when you're a poet in New England. Boston. Oh, Boston. I dig you, baby. No, I more than dig you, I dig you. Big dig how every night you make the stars and street lamps fight for the right to light you. Big dig you beam pot of asphalt, glass, and rubber, that cute little way you have of making both clean hands and dirty work your lover. How each year you go once more unto the academic breach with your army of educators fighting to teach your hard-headed students. Some of who get groggily foggy every night, working late by dim desk light to scale the menacing heights of your formidable scholastic walls. Boston, I big dig each and every all of your taverns. Those towny caverns where both blue and white collar gather to holler out their dreams. Know what I mean? Look out your myriad windows, beam. Big dig the scene of all those who, like me, fell in love with you so many years ago. Big dig them out there on the corners, freezing to death on your corners. From Mattapan to Wonderland, Jamaica Plain to the Cambridge border. Big dig them out there on your streets, in their cars, getting lost on your streets. If streets are what they really are, I am starting to believe you when you tell me they're really paved over cow paths that somehow seem to have some laughable sort of chaotic order. Boston, girlfriend, baby, we need to talk. See, I have noticed lately that as you and I take a walk along the common, you seem to have this inordinately Brahmin-like need for power. The need to seethe and glower at the human race through a face wet and beset with 17th century sweat. And you really seem to like telling people, no, 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 not you and not yet. And when I first got here back in the early days and didn't quite understand your wicked, wicked ways, that made me upset. And I still get more than a little myth at the fact that your state house never seems to miss nor lack new ways in which to tax. Or whenever I try to call you to complain about it, your phone is never on. Or whenever I used to want a blue, green, red, and orange line swing to get my groove on, go off a little steam, your tea trains would refrain at 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning? Come on! But then would come the dawn, when your freshly coffeeed head begins its rattle and hum. And I can't stay mad at you for long, especially when I can feel you stirring next to me, yawning awake by yonder light that breaks out of Eastie, piercing as fiercely as the bleating of bagpipes and the beating of Afro-Celtic drums. Boston, you are one curious mix of Beacon Hill will and Mass Ave muscle. Dot Ave bustle and Calm Ave moan, washerwoman, student, and cab drivers hustle, singing your freshly minted immigrant songs inside of these crazy, amazing, oncoming days of giftedly drifting New England snow. So yeah, Boston, I dig you. Even though there are days you can be a real pain in the back, babe, I got to say, I big dig you. Big dig your artists, designers, musicians, and writers, and these crazy, crazy poets like myself who you keep on inviting or creating, like some seriously therapy-needing mother whose love both nurtures and smothers her children and others, even though all the while your dirty water keeps on breaking.